Howdy, howdy, and welcome to a core connection where we are focused in a standing walking workout. My name is Regina. You're at Calm Confident Woman Studio. Go ahead and begin to start walking in place. If you need to grab shoes, put on your music of choice or anything of that nature, feel free to hit that pause button and come right back as soon as you are ready. So we have 30 minutes of pretty much nonstop moving. So we want to stay in a steady state, low intensity pace. We're not trying to maximize our heart rate. We're just wanting to stay in a fat burn range, which is going to be that steady state, low intensity. So right here where we're at in this walk can be your home base. We'll come back to it again and again throughout our practice. But if you're at any point in time needing to take a break from anything else we're doing, this is a great place to come back to. And it can be a little slow, steady walk in place, or you might go a little faster with larger arms, getting the knees a little higher. You could even come into a little prance at any point in time. So just knowing that you can make this workout fit your needs at any given moment, regardless of what we're cueing and doing in the class. All right. So basic format is about a minute of walking and then a minute of an alternative. So other kind of movement right here. So let's go ahead. We're going to stay the first couple of minutes right here as we warm everything up. Couple of things to keep in mind. As much as possible, keep your ears over your shoulders over your hips, and your hips over your heels. Now, what we're trying to avoid is dropping the body forward as we're walking or pulling way back. There will be some moves in which we do move the torso in other directions, but in general, this is our alignment that will keep us safer and allow us to get more benefits from our workout today. Have fun. If you haven't already, put on your favorite music that keeps you motivated. I keep these classes without music coming out to y'all so that you have that choice and you can take it at the volume you want, etc. Another 5 seconds here, and then we're just going into some heel digs. So it's pretty simple. You're just going to dig, tap the heel forward, press it down, and come back. You don't need a lot of room for these classes. As you can see, I am using the space of my office, and so it's not very big, right? I can't really move things out of the way. Bookcases are pretty stationary. The printer is this monolithic, this gigantic piece of equipment, but it is vital to what I do. And so it is what it is, right? So just make do with the space you have. Let go of any preconceived ideas that it has to look like any one thing or be any particular space. Get yourself moving. If you have a little fitness device and you want to wear it, it'll help you. Mine is just a little inexpensive one, and I'm not real confident in its um, always being accurate. And then back to our walk. But it kind of gives me an idea. Yeah, I can tell. So when it comes to that steady state heart rate, we want to be at about a 60 to 70% of our maximum heart rate. And so there are some um, formulas for coming to those numbers. And you can look it up. You can put in a little Google search. What is my steady state low intensity heart rate? Um, I looked it up a couple of times and I came up with for the 60 to 70 demographic, which I am in, is between 96 and 112. I have another client who said she put it in and hers was a little different than mine. So I'm not real sure where we get that information. So for me, my target market of individuals who work out with me are somewhere usually between 50 and 75. Um, some are even in their 80s, but kind of that general 50 to 75. And so I say if we just stay somewhere around 100 beats per minute, we're for those of us in that demographic, we're going to be hitting that steady state, low intensity heart rate. All right, we're going into a step touch. And you can add some twist as you are ready for that. Maybe some shoulders. So take this up or down to the intensity that you'd like it to be. And that will get you into your targeted heart rate. Have fun with it. And back to your walk. And just like everything else in life, you know, you're not going to accomplish what you want or get where you want to go if you have a bad attitude. If you go out and you get ready to go somewhere in your vehicle and you have a flat tire, you're not going very far. And for whatever distance you do go, you're potentially destroying your rim, right? So you're creating more damage, more expense if you do drive on that rim. So, um, same thing with our thoughts and our attitudes around life and our fitness and what we're able to do. In this season of life, most of us have lived a life that has brought some experiences that may have impacted our joints, our mobility, our flexibility, our strength. And sometimes it's from lack of using our muscles. All right, we're going into a step and a step. All right, I mean, a step out. We already did that one. Step, tap out, tap out, tap out. Right? So, whatever we are living with in this vessel that we currently have, we want to honor that. And so, if that means that we need to take things down a notch, not go as deep, or in some other way alternate what is unfolding and how we're moving, then that's part of your practice. That's honoring your body to honor your practice so you can continue to show up for yourself. So it all comes back to our thought process and the attitudes that we have around it, and back to our walk. The fact that you are here today says that you have an interest in doing the best you can with what you have. So do that for yourself today. And as the mind starts moving around and having thoughts pop into it, things that we've heard, experiences we've had, revisit whether those are actually healthy, if they're positive, if they're supportive. And if they're not, replace them, right? Make it a positive, supportive, and healthy thought process. We get to choose our thoughts. So, and sometimes we might need a little mantra, something to focus the mind on. So think about that for a moment. What mantra would you like to repeat that supports you in what you're doing right now, right here? Whether it's this particular video or an hour from now when you're doing something else. What mantra will keep you motivated and going? And I like to use, I am living out of my imagination. I am living out of my imagination. I am living out of my imagination. So, imagination is creative, it can come up with whatever, and we can go wherever we want in our imagination, right? So, live out of your imagination just might be a mantra that supports you. All right, let's go into a low kick. So, every time we lift a foot, whether it's in our walk or for a kick, we need to be engaging our low belly, a little support in the pelvic floor so that we are stable. So bring your awareness to the center of your being, right here at the navel center. Keep that nicely supportive. It doesn't have to be tight, but supportive. And this little blue thing hanging from the ceiling, in case it's your first time to catch one of my videos, is actually my yoga swing. I let it down and I can sit in it, swing in it, hang upside down in it to decompress my spine. I will swing in it to soothe my nervous system. It's just a great little tool that I can keep in my small space that allows me to soothe my nervous system as well as to invert and decompress my spine, bring some nice fresh blood flow to my brain, and I do it all in a supported position. All right, back to our walk right here. I try to get it up out of the view of the camera, but it doesn't always work that way. So, just embrace what you have around you as part of your experience and your journey and let the rest of it go. I don't have perfection and I'm not looking for perfection. So we already have over 1,000 steps in. Just about a 10 minute, just about 10 minutes of our workout done, completed. The more you move your arms, the more you elevate your heart rate. You're not real sure what a steady state um, low intensity heart rate is. That is going to be, if you're having a conversation like I'm chatting with you right now, you can do that. But you wouldn't necessarily have the ability to sing right now because you are expending enough energy to make that difficult. So not so much energy that you can't carry on a conversation, but enough energy is being expended that you would not be able to sing. All right. Oh, I forgot to set this so that my screensaver didn't come on. All right, we are going to take it into a heel tap. So you're going to bring the heel forward and then heel back. And you're going to crunch into your waist with each crunch or each heel tap. I need to turn around to see the time and switch foot. Working the stabilizers. You're almost there. One more front and one more back. Walk it out. Whew. So just a short walk here, about 20 more seconds. Then we're going into a high knee hold. Option for a little twist. If you need a backup next to the wall or into a corner, do what you need to stay safe and stable. All right here, you're going to plant one knee, draw the opposite up. All right, so we're working deep low belly. Add twists if you're comfortable with that option. Stay grounded in that standing foot. Whoop. Give yourself a little supportive encouragement, especially when you do lose balance, knowing that you're getting stronger and more balanced every time you lift your leg. So instead of declining this option, saying, I can't do that, find what you can do and do your best. You may find one side is easier to balance on than the other. Good. One more each side. Walk it out. Whew, warmed it up. You're over halfway through. All right, we are going wide, wide, narrow, narrow. Keep walking. It looks like this. Out, out, in. Start with your right foot. Here we go. Wide, wide, narrow, narrow. Wide, wide, narrow, narrow. Have fun. Put a little pep in it. We hear about 25 seconds. We'll mark time and then switch and start with your left foot. Mark it in time. And we'll be switching. Start with your left. Wide, wide, narrow, narrow. You got this. Moving through the arms, having fun with it. Back to your walk. You did it. Focus on your breaths. Coming back to your mantra as needed. For me, it is I live out of my imagination. All right, we're going into some squats. Squats are such a natural move in the body. We squat every time we sit or stand from a sit, get in and out of a vehicle, getting in and out of bed. So we want to be able to squat. Press your glutes back. Good. Pull the knees and the glutes back as you squat. Good. If you feel like your knees are buckling in or driving forward instead of back, take a prop of some kind. It can be a fitness ball or a toss cushion, a rolled towel. Place it between the knees. Give the inner knees an anchor, and this will keep you safer in your joints. All right, so it's not uncommon when our muscles are weak, then the joints are going to be less strong, less stable. So giving them a prop right between the knees to stabilize the inner legs will keep you much safer. And you don't have to go very deep. Walk it out. But you do want to go as deep as you are comfortable with, whatever you're able to do. I am sure, like me, you want to be able to remain independent, to get up and down from a chair without having to have an electronic chair that brings you up to standing or someone to pull you up to standing. You want to be able to get in and out of bed, transfer on and off the commode, in and out of a vehicle. Those kind of moves, squats, you're not going to be able to make those moves without the ability to squat. And squat is going to use not just your legs, but your core as well. So good alignment in the spine as we take our squats. Good alignment through the joints. Keeps you safer and helps you to build the strength in the muscles that you need to build strength in so that you can keep your independence. All right, from here, we're going to bring heel to the glutes. And as you do, move through your arms. Push them forward or press them back, but keep them moving. I was at a meeting the other day and we were talking about grounding, using the grounding mats, going outside to ground, etc. And this one gal who has a holistic type business, keeps a cowhide rug in her office because it is naturally grounding. I didn't know that. Let's go back to our walk. So we're never too old to learn something new. But she said she has every time she's had a client who needed to ground, she'd have them take off their shoes and stand on that rug, and immediately they were grounded, tested grounded, and were able to move forward with their treatment. I just found that fascinating. So now I'm shopping for cowhides. I'd like to put one at my desk, one on each side of a bed, and just have that natural grounding. But I mean, that would be with any animal hide, right? So if you're one who likes to use a sheep's wool um, hide, like in the winter, that would be the same effect, right? All right, from here, we're going into grapevine. I'm gonna give myself a little room. You step to the side, step behind, step and tap. Step behind, step, tap. Now, grab a squat as you step behind. So you're working those muscles again, using the support of your pelvic floor and belly here. And you could add ankle weights to this workout and or wrist weights for more intensity. So as you practice and you get stronger, those are other ways you can continue to advance. All right, walk it out. Just 30 seconds here. Whew. And then we're going to finish with a little standing ab. And then we're going to cool it down. Yep, right on time. How are you doing? Over 2,000 steps. All right, right here, you're just going to twist and tap, twist and tap. And you can do elbow to knee or hand to hip or toe and finger. Just take the movement that is available right now for you. Plant your feet. Last 15 seconds. We're just going to extend opposite arms and legs while standing starfish. 5, 4, 3, working the back body. One more each side. And slow the walk. We did it, y'all. Well done. Hard part is over. Woo. Slowing down your walk, cooling things down. All right, let's take the right leg forward, heel down, toes up, bend the back knee, a little hinge from your hips, pressing your glutes back. And then come up, set that, lengthen the left leg back a little more, heel down if you can. Hips are driving forward and down, stretching out the hip flexor for the left leg. Okay, Good. And then come forward, stabilize with the core, maybe find something to stabilize your body, keep your balance. Bring your left knee up, slide the hand down to the left ankle, lower the knee, quad stretch. You could also do this lying on your side. So if you need to, when we're finished, you can lay on your side to grab this stretch. All right, shake that out. Right leg back and the ball of the left foot is up. Bend your back knee, glutes back, grabbing that calf stretch. And come up, plant that foot. Right foot steps back, lengthen the right leg. The right knee is straight here. Left knee is bent. And come on up. Find your place to stabilize. And we will bring the right knee up, slide the hand down the shin to the ankle, lower the knee. And let your body relax and soften here. So if you want the muscles to release, the body needs to perceive that it is safe. In order to do that, you need to be in a place where you're balanced and you're not feeling at risk. All right, and release. Shake that out. All right, take the legs wide, toes in, a little fold over, hands slide down the shins, flat back, or maybe bring the body all the way over. Maybe hands to the floor. Stretch through the glutes and the hamstrings. Slowly bend the knees and roll up, pressing into the feet. Roll your shoulders down, bring the legs in, shake them out, go wide, and then we're going to bend into that right or your left. Come back, switch sides. And one more time, switch and maybe add a little twist in the spine. Come back through center, other side. And come back up. All right, heel toe in. Take the arms out wide, cross them over, give yourself a hug and a pat on the shoulder. Tell yourself, well done, great job. Open up wide, opposite arm on top, another good squeeze, and support yourself with your healthy mantra. I am living out of my imagination. And for me, in my imagination, I am healthy, strong, calm, confident, and capable. Big inhale, sweep up. Palms meet and exhale down. May we share loving kindness with ourselves and with others. We are all priceless. Namaste. Thank you so much. Have a great day. We'll see you again soon. Make sure you join us for our yoga in the studio. And if you're not getting our newsletter, we have a mini series that comes out every month that gives you tips and tools and things to manage cortisol and life in this season. So whatever topics are of interest, that's what the mini series will be on. And it's always got free content in it. So I'd love for you to have that. If you're not, click the link below for the newsletter and I'll make sure you get it. Bye-bye.